In a realm where psychology meets philosophy, one name stands out as a visionary explorer of the human soul. Carl Gustav Jung, born in 1875 in Kesswil, Switzerland, Jung was the son of a Protestant pastor. His early exposure to religion and mysticism sparked a lifelong fascination with the unseen depths of the human experience. From a young age, Jung was introspective, drawn not just to books, but to dreams, symbols, and the inner life. He would later call this hidden realm the unconscious, and it would become the cornerstone of his life's work. As a medical student, Jung pursued psychiatry, eventually becoming a protégé of Sigmund Freud. But their alliance would not last. Jung found Freud's emphasis on sexuality too narrow, too rooted in the biological. Jung believed that the human psyche was far more expansive, shaped by forces beyond our personal experiences. One of Jung's most revolutionary ideas was the concept of the collective unconscious, a reservoir of shared human experiences, instincts, and symbols inherited across generations. He argued that beneath our individual memories lies a deeper layer of the mind, populated by ancient images and motifs he called archetypes. The wise old man, the great mother, the hero, the shadow. These are not characters from mere myth. They are expressions of our universal psychological truths, emerging in our dreams, our art, and our spiritual traditions. To Jung, mythology and religion were not superstitions to be dismissed, but symbolic languages that point to the truths of the inner world. Jung saw life as a journey, not toward perfection, but toward wholeness. He called this process individuation, the integration of the conscious and unconscious, the known and the unknown, the light and the shadow. We are born incomplete, fragmented. We spend our lives projecting parts of ourselves onto others, our fears, our ideals, our unmet desires. But the path to psychological maturity requires that we reclaim those projections and confront the shadow, the parts of ourselves we repress or deny. This confrontation is not easy. It can provoke fear, conflict, and deep anxiety. Yet for Jung, it is only by walking into the darkness within that we find our true light. The privilege of a lifetime, he wrote, is to become who you truly are. Jung believed that modern life had become too rational, too disconnected from the symbolic, spiritual dimension of being. He turned to dreams as messages from the unconscious, rich in imagery and meaning. Dreams, for Jung, were not random noise, but guides from the soul, pointing us toward what we need to see, feel, or confront. Likewise, he studied alchemy, astrology, and Eastern philosophy, not as pseudoscience, but as metaphorical systems through which the psyche speaks. The psyche, Jung believed, is not a machine. It is a living system, seeking balance and transformation. Jung never claimed to have all the answers. Instead, he asked us to embrace the mystery of the self. He warned against the dangers of mass psychology, dogmatic belief, and conformity. In his eyes, When individuals suppress their inner truths in favor of collective ideologies, they risk losing their soul. To live meaningfully, he argued, is to listen deeply to the self, however strange, dark, or uncomfortable its voice may be. He once said, "Who looks outside dreams, who looks inside awakens." In an age driven by external validation and material progress, Carl Jung's voice echoes like a call from the depths. To know yourself, to integrate your shadow, to follow the symbols that arise from your dreams, to walk the long, often painful road toward inner wholeness. He believed that anxiety, suffering, and conflict were not merely problems to be cured, but invitations to transformation. By facing what is hidden within, we do not become perfect, but we become real. And in that realness, we find purpose, authenticity, and peace.